could have saved yourself a trip, Amanda. I did what I said I would do.
Matt told you about California?
Oh, yes, he did. Every bit of it. Now get out of my house.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that
I
way.
said get out.
You heard her, Amanda.
Can't we discuss this like worldly adults?
Selling sex is not worldly. It's obscene. Now get out of my house.
Well, if you're so quick to banish me, whatever will you do with Matt, my stud-for-hire turned family man?
If you're bucking for a commission, you can save your breath. What happens between me and my husband is none of your business.
Ah, but it used to be mine, wasn't it, Matt? Women used to think he had the cutest body. I remember one old matron in particular liked to pay him just to dance in his underwear.
Shut up, Amanda.
Oh, ask him about the pool party in Bel Air. That's a good one. I never knew a diving board had so many uses.
All right, I've had take your sleaze.
Hi, Amanda. Matt, can I talk to you?
We're in the middle of something here, Josh.
It's okay. It's all right. I'll take care of Madam Spaulding.
Thanks, Vanessa. I appreciate it.
Think how much money you saved by marrying him.
Listen, I'm sorry to barge in like this. It's just very important.
What's gotten into you, Josh?
Reva, she's wonderful. She's loving and warm and great with the kids. And the bottom line is she's darn near perfect.
So why do you need me if Annie's so perfect, Josh?
I had Reva meet me up at Cross Creek.
And what, you didn't tell Annie about it?
You got it.
Why'd you do that?
I was trying to work things out with Reva, trying to work things out with the kids and with us. I didn't realize that Cross Creek would have such an incredible effect on us until it was too late.
What happened?
Well, we made some progress. We agreed to get a divorce. We agreed to work out some kind of a joint custody with the children.
And you think Annie's going to be mad because you settled this behind her back?
Who said I settled anything?
You did.
No, I traded one set of problems for another set of problems. I made things worse.
I know the feeling.
So what do I do?
Do what you said you were going to do. Divorce Reva, marry Annie. Look, I got to get back downstairs.
Matt, I still want Reva. I still love Reva. Right arm cut off, then hurt Annie.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you got to tell me something, pal. You got to help me out here. I need you to give me a way out.
Oh, well, you're not the only guy that's ever had his past come back to haunt him.
I can't live a lie with Annie any more than I can deny what I feel for Reva.
Are you sure this thing with Reva wasn't just being at Cross Creek and brought up some old memories and...
No. What do I do?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I knew what I wanted to do. What do I say to Annie? How do I face her?
You really think Annie's going to be mad that you talked to Reva at Cross Creek?
Yes, I think so.
You should have been straight with her.
Man, I thought I was going to come back from Cross Creek with good news for Annie, that we had made some progress involving the kids and Reva. I didn't realize it was going to backfire like this.
Stuff happens to everybody.
Annie's hung tough through all of this. I mean, a lot of wives, they flip out if some woman from a husband's past suddenly showed up. But Annie hasn't done that. She's had her cage rattled a little bit, but for the most part, she's really kept it together. If I pull this on her now, if I hit her with this right now, I have to come clean with her, don't I? I have to be honest.
That's what they say.
If I love Annie, and I do, I can't lie to her. I have to tell her that I've been with Reva, and I have to tell her what that felt like.
You have to tell her the truth.
For 2 cents, I'd scratch your eyes out, but I get my hands
confession
dirty.
didn't sit well with his blue-blooded bride. Oh, what's the big deal, Vanessa? You knew Matt had a few odd jobs before he married you. I guess you just didn't know how odd they were.
I always knew you Spauldings used people, but I didn't realize you turned the family tradition into a business.
Get off your high horse, Vanessa. That baby you had out of wedlock with Ross more than disqualifies you from judging me.
You're a pimp. A pimp. You lived off poor, desperate people who had to sell themselves. You're scum. rum, Amanda. And no amount of perfume is going to cover that smell.
Oh, and this from the town nymphomaniac.
Why don't you trot on down to 5th Street and flesh out your stable,
Oh,
honey?
I'll leave once we discuss the situation.
There is nothing to discuss. I want you out of my house now.
And what about Matt? Is he out in his cute little duff, too? I know what stock you take in appearances. Having a gigolo is one thing, but being married to one, oh, that's something else altogether.
You know, I think everybody in town has a sort of sneaking idea about what you're all about. But I'm going to make sure they know.
Oh, I think you're bluffing. You can't tell anyone about me without making yourself look like a fool. I may have hired a whore, but you married one.
You leave Matt out of this.
Oh, he must be really good if you're still defending him.
You used him.
Oh, please. Matt's a big boy. He knew exactly what he was getting into when he signed on.
He was vulnerable, he was desperate, and you used him.
Hey, I was desperate, too. I've been banished from my family, lied to, used. I did what I had to do to survive, just like Matt.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't care what you believe, Vanessa, but it's the truth, and I'll tell you another thing. You take me down, I'm taking Matt right along with me.
Oh, I'm scared. That sounds like a threat.
Oh, don't be surprised, darling. Amanda here can sink lower than a sow's belly in springtime.
What are you doing here?
Well, you can just call me a truth-seeking missile, with you as my target. So, tell me, Vanessa, what have I missed? And how can I help you bury this poor example of a Spaulding?
Losing 5 years with a woman that you love more than your own life.
I hope I never have to find out.
I hope so too, for your sake, Matt. But I'll tell you something, one touch, one kiss, it was like those 5 years never happened. All the time in Europe, all the other women just vanished. I don't know how it happened, but somehow Reva got to me. What I feel for her didn't die any more than she did.
Josh, you're gonna have to deal with this on your own, man.
You know, maybe I've been lying to myself this whole time about why I didn't tell Annie that I was going to Cross Creek to see Reva. Maybe I really did want some kind of connection to happen there.
Or maybe you just wanted to close the book on you two and put the past behind you.
But the past isn't behind me. It's standing in front of me. I can't ignore it. I have to deal with it.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. I have to tell Annie the truth, don't I? I'll tell you what, Matt, I hope that you and Vanessa never have to deal with anything like this. It is no fun.
Yeah.
I gather you're having some kind of problem with Amanda.
You mean other than the fact that her hair clogs every drain in the house? You bet I am. I want to know what she and your husband are up to.
Why do you think they're up to anything?
Because I overheard a conversation where Matt threatened to expose Amanda if she didn't stay away from Blake Marler. Now, do you have any idea what this is all about?
Well, I know that Matt and Blake are friends. Maybe he was just sticking up for her.
All right, Vanessa, I am not accusing Matt of blackmail or anything like that. I simply want to know what's the hold he has over her.
Why? So you can blackmail her?
So I can protect my family. And my company. Now, thanks to my well-meaning but sometimes foolish nephew, Amanda holds a very high-profile position at Spaulding, and we just don't need any other scandals, not after this Brent Lord's fiasco.
No, that I can believe.
All right, I'm also worried about my brother. You know, he's still reeling from this ill-fated dalliance with Reva Shane, and he doesn't need daughter dearest here giving him any more grief.
Oh, now I understand. You're seeking the truth so that you can help people.
Yes, well, I'm glad you understand.
I'm not hiding anything from anyone, Alex. Drawing poor Matt and Vanessa into our family feud is utterly despicable.
Oh, that's really funny. That's really funny that you find what your aunt is doing despicable.
Well, thank you, Vanessa. Look, if you just work with me on this, believe me, I will have Miss Hoo-Hoo here back in La La Land before the sun sets over Santa Monica. What do you say?
Thanks for your help, man. I appreciate it. You have a nice day, ladies.
Well, go ahead. Give me the scoop. I can handle it.
I'm afraid I'm not going to tell you anything. You see, even if I knew Amanda's secret, I wouldn't tell you.
Well, I'm really disappointed in you, Vanessa. Terribly disappointed. Okay. Then you. Out with it, huh? Finish what you started.
I think you heard my wife. We're not going to tell you anything, Miss Spaulding.
All right, mum's the word. That's it. Okay. Well, seems as though, Amanda, you've won a little reprieve for the moment, but I wouldn't celebrate or anything because I'm going to find out what your dirty little secret is, and I'm going to have you out of my house, out of my family, and out of my company.
Suppose I should thank you for keeping Aunt Alex at bay.
I don't think so. If Matt weren't part of this, I would throw you to the wolves and love every minute of it.
I wouldn't be so smug if I were you. The only difference between you and the women Matt used to service is that you don't have to pay for it.
Shut up and go,
Or
Amanda.
do you? I bet she loves it when you manhandle her.
Hey, you keep it up and I'll make a little phone call to Alex myself. I thought that wiped the smirk off your face. Now get the hell out. So we try to fix this, or should I leave too? What's it gonna be? Should I stay or should I go?
I don't know.
What kind of answer is that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the only answer I can think of right now. I just really hate this.
You hate me?
No, I hate that you lied to me.
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have kept you in the dark.
No, but you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I was stupid. What do you want me to say? I'm still the same guy that you fell in love with and married.
You are not.
Vanessa, don't make more of this than what it is. I dated a few lonely women.
A few? How many lonely women?
Vanessa, we all do things that we are ashamed of in our life. It doesn't change who we are. Don't let Amanda come...
I'm not married to Amanda. I'm married to you.
Don't do this, Vanessa. Don't let Amanda ruin what we have together.
Well, what do we have together? I just don't know anymore.
You can't let something that happened years ago come between us like this and ruin what we have.
I just said I don't know what we have.
We have each other.
I guess I need a little time to think.
Fine, take all the time you want. I'll help.
No, thanks. I'd rather be alone.
Don't shut me out.
Don't pressure me.
You're doing the same thing you did before we got married. Things don't go your way and you shut
I
down.
am
Don't-
not. I am not. And if you don't know the difference between then and now, your having been a stud for hire is the least of our problems.